Going live. Back again. This time I'm on my phone. Let's see if I could set this up and get some headphones or something. Let me see what I could do. These mofos, let me tell you. You know, unfortunately, you guys aren't going to be able to see the setup and everything that I did for you guys. And I'm going to have a hard time seeing the itty bitty, the tiny, sucks, man. Hi. Yeah, what's up? What do I need? Can you guys hear me okay? Or do I need my headphones? You know, with my little mic. Do you hear me just fine? Yes, you hear me fine? Okay. Might as well pull my mic away, right? Hi. This is really annoying. Yeah, so I'll be doing it from this tiny little screen. As you guys can see, I could hardly keep my eyes open. I was working all day, been up since 4 o'clock this morning. Have some major stuff going on. Yeah. Sorry, I'll wait till more people catch up, okay? So I have my Archangel Michael candle here. And funny thing is, I had my white candle ready to go, and it was all lit nice and bright. And then I heard, you're supposed to have my candle. And it was Archangel Michael, and he blew it out, literally. It went out. So I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I do have your Archangel Michael candle. So I got my Archangel Michael candle. So why I'm here, I wanted to, because we're in a time such as this, crazy time, it's clown world coming to the forefront, okay? If people are not getting what is going on right now, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, you have to be pretty freaking damn asleep to not see what's going on. For real. Honestly don't know what to say. You know, as I prophesied a while ago, back in, and thank you my mods for being here. I appreciate you being here. As I prophesied a long time ago, back in 2019, June of 2019, June 3rd of 2019, Roe v. Wade was going to be overturned. And as you can see, in Congress, they already tried putting a bill to stop it. There is no stopping it. In the book of Daniel 12, it says the time of the daily sacrifice coming to an end. That's the first seal. Not that that's the first seal. When that happens, when that comes to pass, and it shall come to pass, that breaks open the first seal. And in breaking over that first seal, releases the first four, which is the four horsemen. You think the Rona was a pestilence? No. Go back and watch my other videos and you'll know exactly what is going on. The operative word being Ebola, which the Rona, you know, the Rona is a Frankenvirus. It has that in it. And I've made so many videos talking about this Frankenvirus up to, you know, the end of 2019 was like November of 2019 when I straight up said what was in it, and I said that the HIV virus was in there too. So you can go back and watch those videos. Some of the videos are still there. Some, God. So I got a new haircut. I cut 5 inches off my hair now. Floor of the weather. I have you afro on my freaking head. It's driving me nuts. um, any which ways. So it is time, right? It's time. It's all here, okay? And it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be harder than you think, harder than you could ever imagine. And I was speaking to Source, Creator, Father, Mother, God, whatever you want to say. I was like, these people think they know what they're in for. They really don't. And I was like, what can I do to help shore them up, to give them some type of strength? And Source Creator said, pray. Pray for them. Pray for them. Bless them. You have the power to bless them. So I was like, okay. And I was like, when's the opportune time? And I was shown this time with the full moon, the Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse. This is a big marking. As you know, Scorpio is the symbol, it goes for death and rebirth. Think of the death card in the tarot, that energy. It goes deep down. It's totally taking away the old. Gosh, that's what I wish I had. Hold on, I'm going to get it just to show you guys. I wanted to get my tarot cards, the classic tarot cards, the Rider-Waite deck, and show you guys the death card. And if any of you followed the number 17 way back when, the number 17 spoke about the death. Well, it was an anon that was translating. And I don't know if that video of mine is still up, and I spoke about it because I was like, the death card. They showed the death card. This is the death card. Look at the death card. As you can see, it's taking out the old regime, right? All the old structures. Here's a royalty, quote unquote, on the ground. Here's somebody that symbolizes religion. And this is one of the horsemen, right? Bringing death and renewal. And it may, I know they like to say it's darkest before the dawn. It's not necessarily that. How can I explain it? It's the darker it gets, the stronger the light gets. Okay, that's the best way to describe it. The darker it gets, the stronger the light gets. And the only reason it's going to look so dark, it's because it's being brought to the surface. That's why it's going to look so dark. It's just being brought to the surface. It's always been there. It's always been there. And as you awake and start to ascend, because remember, we're being kept down on the fourth, on the 3D. Many of us light workers, from birth even, we're aware enough and we've interacted with the 4D, which is where these dark beings exist. They exist in the lower and mid 4D ethereal realms, right? That is where they control, because according to the Kabbalion, according to Hermetics, that is what I go by, Hermetics, the higher rules the lower. And also think of string theory. Think of the spiraling. Time spirals. It folds over on itself. It's not linear, okay? So the higher rules the lower. If you stand on the higher, you're on the higher spiral. You can look down on the lower, but the lower cannot rule the higher. So these beings, they exist on the fourth dimensional, the lower four and the mid fourth, okay? Us as light workers, as you awaken, as we grow up, as we mature, we're hanging out there. We're able to go to the upper 4, 5, 6, I'm 7, and we're the higher. We rule the lower, okay? And we're bringing that higher energy down to earth. That's what we've been going through with grounding all these energies and our bodies going through all these changes and stuff. And earth itself, as we rise, earth rises. So we are taking earth with us. We're waking her up from her dark, deep slumber. We're raising her vibration so those lower 4D, mid 4D beings can no longer rule over her, or the beings that live on her. Now here's the catch. The ones that cannot vibrate on the higher, that can't get there to go along with earth, they can't be here. Okay? So they're going to fall away. You know? So we're at that time. That first seal is about to be broken open. And from the timetable I've been seeing and saying, June is it, you know? That they're going to make that judgment where Roe v. Wade is overturned, but it's not going to take effect until October, November of 2022. But in that time span, the 6-month time span I was shown is going to be rather hectic. It's going to make our heads spin. You think time has sped up. Darling, you ain't seen nothing yet. Especially those of us who are higher vibrating. It's going to make your head spin, okay? Because we're entering the time of the beginning of the separation. Within that 6-month period, the threshing floor that has been open is closing, and the tribulation, the great tribulation that is spoken about in all these books, the great tribulation is beginning. So that 6-month period is a transition time. Now, as we know, many of us have many loved ones, including myself, my own child. Many of us have many loved ones who are still stuck on the threshing floor, who have not woken the F up already as of yet. And it is frustrating as heck. And it's scary. It's very scary, especially when you are awakened and ascended and you know what the heck is going on and what they're going to have to endure. Can you still make it even if you end up in the tribulation? Yes, but go back to the other videos I was talking about when I last year when I spoke about the messages from Archangel Michael and Uriel. Those are the 2 angels of the tribulation. And the book of Ezra. Okay, go back and watch those videos. Read the book of Ezra. Read the book of Daniel. You'll know what I'm talking about if you want it. And if this doesn't vibe with you, that's fine too. But you can't deny what I'm saying is true. You know, feel free to call me crazy or all you want, but everything I said when it came to the Frankenvirus and when it came to Roe v. Wade, people were like, even I was like, dang, do I say that out loud? Because I don't see that happening. Hello, where are we now? Okay. Nobody was saying that. But it takes a lot of balls, and yeah, I'm going to pat myself on the back on that one because it took a lot for me to say that. I had to put myself out there. But here we are. Okay, here we are. So, poof, it's a lot. And right now, as many of you know, I'm working cardiac and to bear witness, and I hope to God I don't have to be there any longer because I have been witness enough. I already know God. I got the message out there. I've been telling people, been warning them. You know, people, they are getting quadruple jabbed. Yes, they are. They really are. They're that foolish. And they're coming in. They're coming in with their heart problems. They're coming in with their enlarged hearts. They're coming with cardiomyopathy. They're coming in with their blood clots. Females are coming in with major valve issues, heart valve issues, to the point where they have to get their heart valves replaced. That's how bad. young, fit guys in their 20s coming in, and for literally their hearts are so damaged, they need heart transplants. That's how bad. We're putting them on freaking machines to pump their body to act as an external heart. No joke. We did that I was there, my patient, a couple of days ago. Bloody mess everywhere because there was an artery, the machine came out, blood splattered the ceiling. Okay, so that's the craziness going on. All right, yes, it is happening. Just because you don't hear it in the fake news does not mean it's not happening, because baby, I got a front row seat. Wish I didn't have it. But I'm telling you, people out here. And am I nervous? Yes, because my daughter has been double vaxxed. I pray to God she has not gotten any boosters, that she is at least listening to shit. But people are still foolish. They're still getting the stick in the arm. Yes, they are. And even people who've gotten stick in the arm a while ago, you know, for some people it takes a minute to catch up to them. Unfortunately, you know, being nice is not enough. And I've been saying this. Being nice, being a good person is not enough to get you off the threshing floor. It's not enough to get you through the tribulation. And as a coworker of mine who, you know, turns out she's a starseed. She's a terrified starseed who doesn't want to talk about anything spiritual, anything political. She will run out of the room. Yet she collects her crystals and knows all her crystals. We went to a flea market and she's like, oh my God, that crystal's so beautiful. I have this one, I have that one. I said, oh, you like crystals, do you? It was so funny. And I know she's Lemurian. I totally read her soul the day I met her. She has not been jacked. She goes, oh, hell no. She goes, I can't. She goes, I'm not going to take any chances and pray that I get the sugar water. You know, with the sugar water meaning the vax that people get and they don't end up getting sick. Okay. I do have several coworkers that are quadruple vax now. Stick in the arm, quadruple sticks in the arm, and nothing has happened to them as yet. Well, I can't say that. The female, nothing has happened to her as of yet. One female, the younger female, but an older female who's an instructor, she just ended up on our table. Friday. She ended up on our table with chest pain. But she was bragging about how she got graduated. I'm going to take off my mask now because I got my booster, my second booster. Oh yeah, and by the way, yeah, at lunchtime, hope you guys don't mind, I'm going to go across you to the cardiologist because take care of me, my cardiac people, because I'm coming to you. I'm going to be on your table. 2 and 2 don't make 4. I was like, no, the fact you just got quadruple stuck in jab, no. All of a sudden you're going to be on our table. We're going to be sticking stuff in your chest pain. No. Oh, all of a sudden your valves are fucked up. Your heart valves, really? Didn't make that connection. Whoosh. 30 years as a nurse. 25 years in cardiac. No idea. Whatever. Oh, I can take off my mask now. I just got my second booster. And me and a coworker who aren't jabbed, he was just like, and I was just like, yeah, see you on the slab, baby. Okay? That's how ignorant people are. Is she a nice person? Yes. Is she a good person? Yes. Does it matter? No. Like Jesus said, remember, Yeshua was hung on the cross and there were 2 thieves on either side of them. One of them was arrogant and bashed him and shit. The other one asked for forgiveness and said, please, can you take me into heaven as you go to your Father? He said, yes, you will go to heaven with me now, because he truly repented. And it was so heartfelt. And he dedicated himself to the light. He will be saved before a knucklehead who gets quadruple jabbed will be, because they're so stuck in their freaking ignorance and arrogance. They're arrogant. They brag about it. One of the male nurses, this older male nurse, who was bragging about how he got quadruple jabbed. Yeah, he turned gray and was off for over a week out of work, and he still don't look right. He's still not as vibrant and as running around as he used to be. But he's not saying nothing because he said in my face, if they had 50 boosters, I'd take them all. There you go. Is he a nice person, helpful, friendly, good family man? Yeah. Is he a fool? Yes. Yes, he's a fool. Okay? But there are lines that you just don't cross, you know? And it's not about, think of, and I made a video about the mouth of hell. It's not about being punished by God when the souls are reabsorbed and literally, recycled, purified. Hell, quote unquote, is where they have to go relive all the horrors that they committed on other people. Okay? Those are the ones who ate of the flesh and drank of the blood. The Holly weirdos, the politicians, all those people who are into Luciferianism, whatever, those type. Okay? But the ones who are just knuckleheads, okay, who just aren't ready to awaken, they will have to relive this 3D experience again and hopefully get it right this time. Some of them, they will try to make it through the tribulation. Like Archangel Michael and Uriel said, hey, better to try to make it and fail this time, and maybe next lifetime you'll start off a little higher, than say, hey, I don't want to be bothered at all. Then you're just going to end up starting off the same spot all over again. Understood? So this prayer is to shore you guys up, strengthen you, especially since I have a front row seat. You might see that walking down the street or walk into a supermarket. Okay? You might see that. I'm used to seeing blood hitting the ceiling. I've seen every crazy disease you can think of. I've seen people bleed out from every orifice. I'm talking their eyes, their ears, their mouth, their nose. I've had to do chest compressions, do CPR, and put tubes in people and stimulate a heart with my 2 fingers inside somebody's open chest. I've done that. So not much of anything. I've even had to resuscitate my own son when he was 17 months old, when he was a baby. So nothing much is going to jolt me or shock me. Been there, done that, I guess I've had to be in the position I am right now. But I was told, I could pass some of that bravery that I've been through, so all that crap I've been through, to you guys, to my Team Viers, to Team Victory, to strengthen your hearts for what you're about to see. Okay, for what you're going to have to be able to see somebody there and put your hands on them and pray for them, help them pass along, So that is what I'm here to do for you guys. All right? And I hope you take it seriously. I hope, oh, hi, Joseph's daughter. Welcome. Glad to have you here. I'm here to do that for you guys so you could be brave out there. I'm not saying I'm the bravest person on the block, but, there are people, Marines out there, people, firemen, EMTs, who've witnessed the stuff I've witnessed. I worked trauma 1, so I've seen human roadkill. I've seen babies look like human roadkill. So yeah, it's gonna take that type of heart. Think of the strength card. That inner strength's gonna be everything. These next 6 months, again, it's for those who, like my daughter, who are still on that threshing floor, who we have to pray for people like that, for them to wake up in time so they won't have to endure the tribulation, because that's going to be even harder to get through, before 2023 hits, Meanwhile, those of us who have, are not on the threshing floor, there's some light workers who still have stuff that has to get, you know, slapped out of them. There are some star seeds. Not every star seed's a light worker. Not every light worker is a star seed, by the way. FYI. Go back to my earlier videos if you can find them. I've spoken on that numerous times back in 2018, 2019. That have habits, that have vices that need to be worked through. Does that mean you're not, you know, you're not ascending? No, of course not. But there's some vices that need to be worked through, you know, like what I said before, like porn, addictions, crutches, stuff like that, that must be ironed out and worked through. I'm not talking about you have to be a perfect person. God knows I am not. Okay, my temper is about this much right now. So that is, you know, but that's not a vice. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be able to catch yourself. Like something like porn, smoking, drinking alcohol, getting high, you know, using hallucinogens, things like that, that must be worked through. You can't go to your highest heights with that type of monkey on your back. You know, that must be worked through and worked out of your system. Okay? And you could use this also. All right, take this is not just for your loved ones. This is, like I said, for you to shore you up. Okay, get you off that threshing floor if you still are on that threshing floor. You know, because God knows you. If you're here, more than likely, no matter how old you are, and I always say this, no matter how old you are, you're probably leading up your bloodline because that is who I attract. You're probably the one who's heading up your bloodline. Okay, so there's nothing more than the dark ones would like to do than to take out the head. Okay? I don't care if you're a 16-year-old girl or boy. Okay? You're still the head of that bloodline. All right? So there's nothing more than the dark would like than to slip you up. Okay? So I'm here just to shore you up, man. To shore you up. And the angel for protection and to get that backup, that strength for this time, for the time of the tribulation, who has our back, light workers' backs, especially all of us, yeah, is Archangel Michael. Okay? So this is Archangel Michael. All right? That I'm going to pray with and pray for and bring all that in for you guys right now, this energy in. So all you have to do is open up to receive it. That's all you have to do. Open up and receive it. And sorry for your loss, Proud Texas lady. I saw that real quick. I'm trying to sort of glance and read. I'm so sorry for your loss. You know, prayers to you and your brother, that you lost your brother. And for all of us who've lost people, you know, it's only the beginning. It is what it is, you know, we're in that time. So, excuse me, drinking my water. So all you have to do is just be quiet and focus, open to receiving this into your heart. Okay, so I'm just going to get started. We'll chat more later. Okay, we'll chat more later. All right, so if you guys could stop doing that, stop chatting, and I'm going to light this candle, my Archangel Michael candle here. Okay, so I have my prayers here to say. Don't repeat the prayers, just close your eyes and receive. Okay, that's all you're doing is closing your eyes and receiving. The light of God surrounds us. The light of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. The energy of God heals us. The intelligence of God enlightens us. Wherever we are, God, unconditional divine love, divine intelligence, divine healing, and divine protection, and divine wisdom is, and all is well. Source Creator, Father, Mother, God, all that ever is, was, and shall be. We are here, we are open, and we are ready. And I come before the foot of the throne, God, in the name of Lord Yeshua, by the order of Melchizedek, to pray. To pray for Team V, to pray for all these light workers, these starseed, all who are open to receiving these prayers and blessings, to pray for them that they might pass on these prayers and blessings to their loved ones. Thank you, God, for receiving me into your inner sanctum as your divine ascended angelic master. Our Father, Mother God, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. For as it is above, so it is below. As it is within us, so it is without. Give us this day our daily bread, and the highest and best you have for us, God. And forgive our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from these dark times and the tribulation. Thank you, Father, Mother, God, Source Creator. And I place the armor of God upon myself and upon all who are here to receive it. And I pray, finally, we're strong in the Lord God and his mighty power. And we put on the full armor of God so we could take our stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers and principalities of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, we put on the full armor of God so that when the day of evil comes, we're able to stand our ground. And after we have done everything to stand, we stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around our waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with our feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to all this, we take up the shield of faith with which we can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. We take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. And we pray in the Spirit on all occasions with all kinds of prayers and requests. With this in mind, we're alert and always keep on praying for all of God's people. Blessed be to God. We call our Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, Prince of Heaven, I invoke thee, I invoke thee, I invoke thee, Archangel Michael. And I embody thy energies and powers now. Archangel Michael, Prince of Heaven, I call upon you to defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil, and against those who serve evil. May God rebuke them. O Prince of Heaven, Archangel Michael, by the power of God, thrust into hell Satan and all evil spirits who wander through the world, seeking the ruins of souls, and thrust into the prison of their own making, the evildoers who have risen up against us and our loved ones. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thanks be to God. And I call on Queen Mother Mary and the Divine Sisterhood of the Rose. Full of grace, God is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, Queen Mother Mary, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Yeshua. Queen Mother Mary, Divine Sister of the Rose, please pray for us, help us, bless us, protect us, heal us with your grace and mercy and love. Place your divine cloak around us and our loved ones. Raise your foot, Queen Mother Mary, and crush the head of the serpent that has risen up against us, that is trying to devour us and our loved ones. Now upon this great hour of our need, to the time that we pass this darkness, Thank you, Queen Mother Mary. Thank you, Divine Sister of the Rose. And we receive the promises of Psalm 91 with love and gratitude. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I say, the one true God is our refuge and our fortress. It is in God in whom we trust. Surely God will save us from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. God will cover us with his feathers, and under God's wings we and our loved ones shall find refuge. God's faithfulness will be our shield and rampart. We will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at our side, 10,000 at our right hand, but it will not come near us. We will only observe with our eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. I say, God is our refuge, and I make the Most High our dwelling. No harm will overtake us, nor our loved ones. No disaster will come near our tents. For God will command his angels concerning us and our loved ones in all our ways. They will lift us up in their hands so we do not strike our foot against a stone. We will tread on the lion and the cobra. We will trample on the great lion and the serpent. Because they love and honor me, says God, I will rescue them and their loved ones. I'll protect them, for they acknowledge my name. They will call on me and I'll answer them. I will be with them in trouble. I will deliver them and their loved ones, for they honor me, and I will honor them. With long life, I will satisfy them and show them my salvation. Thanks be to God. Thank you, God, for blessing me, for empowering me to deliver this blessing and prayer to all open to receiving it now. May they receive it with love. The same love that I give it, may they receive it. And may their loved ones be open to receiving it. And we all join together in sending our blessings and love throughout the world. May all those fighting the good fight find solace and peace. Blessed be to God. Thank you, great, divine, loving beings, for everything you've doing, done, yet to do for myself, for Team V, for our loved ones, and for all of us who wish to ascend and awaken fully and join together in peace, love, and harmony. Thanks be to God. So mote it be. So mote it be. So mote it be. And it is so. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Okay. All right. And I wanted to close with this last prayer, Psalm 23. The Most High God is our shepherd. We shall not want. He makes us to lay down in the green pastures. He leads us beside the still waters. He restores our soul. He leads us down the path of the righteous for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of shadow of death, we fear no evil, for thou art with us. Thy rod and thy staff, they protect, guide, and comfort us. You prepared a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thy anoint our head with oil, our cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we'll dwell in the house of the Most High God forever and ever. Blessed be, so mote it be. And it is so. I hope you guys receive that and take it with you through these, what's going to look like an extremely dark, dark time. But as I was told, when in the beginning of all this, our light shines so bright it incinerates the darkness. So just remember that you are that shining beacon of light walking through this darkness, and it's going to look like darkness has fallen over this world. But just remember, it's not that darkness has fallen over this world, it's just that the curtain has been pulled and has exposed the darkness for all to see. It's not just the nightmares you've been having as a kid. It's not the monsters coming out of the closet. They're here for all to see. You know? That's why some people are going to choose to check out. They're going to choose to check out because it's going to be too much for them. Okay? But you've come this far, and I've said it. Many a times I get so upset and depressed. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just so tired. I'm so tired. And especially now, I feel like, and I know some of you medical people out there and other people who work in tough situations, like, I've lost my empathy. I keep feeling like I lost my empathy. Yeah, hit the like button, please. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I lost my empathy, and I remember seeing another nurse saying that she feels the same way too. But it's not that I lost my empathy. It's just that I'm a realist, honestly. And the asleep normies at work, they look at me like, oh my God, like, how do you not feel something? Because, there was this gentleman that came. He was a good man. He was a counselor, and he, keeled over at work, right? They brought him back to life and they teleported him to us. And he suffered a massive heart attack. And he was about 100 pounds overweight. Smoker. He was vaxxed up, and his family, we had to put him on, a machine that was pumping his blood through his body because his heart was so weak, so much damage was done. And the other co-workers, they were emotional over it. I was not. I never was emotional to begin with, all my life. But I was just like, it's not that I didn't feel bad. His mom was there. She was screaming and crying. The man was only in his 50s. The daughter, daddy, daddy. She was in her early 20s, late teens. Mommy's coming from work. Dad, hang in, Dad. As we're rolling him out, and blood is still everywhere. We did our best to clean up. And, the mother was, I was like, ma'am, please stop touching him. And the daughter, I was like, you can't touch him, okay? You see these tubes? That's what's keeping him alive. And the other nurse was like, oh my God, I can't believe she said that. I can't believe she showed them what was going on, because they were like touching and stuff. And I had another crazy teenage girl do that who looked like she was about to jump me. And she was like, why can't I do this to my father? Why does he have to lay down? Bleh. As you can guess, very ratchet. And I just whipped the covers up because we had all the tubes going through his groin, going through his heart, blah, blah. And I said, that's why. That's why your dad can't sit up. That's why you can't give him water. And she went, oh my God, oh my God. And I said, my God, you didn't have to show her all that. I said, no, yes, I did. Because she was acting up and she was acting stupid. She needed to see that. Tough love? Yeah, I don't know about that. I was just like, I wanted to smack them with the truth. I just wanted to smack them with the truth. Because like I said, my patience is like, it's so not there anymore. I'm so over it. I'm so like over it. It's like, okay, you are 3 jabs in. You're 100 pounds overweight. You freaking smoke. where do you think you're going to end up? You know? And then your family's screaming and crying. Well, why didn't you tell them to put out those damn cigarettes? I know they don't listen because God knows I got my own daughter acting stupid. And if that was my own daughter on the table, I'd be like, what'd you expect was going to happen? It's just hard. It's hard at this point. Hard having the empathy right now. Did I feel bad for the family? Yes, I felt bad for the family, but also I was just like, y'all on the threshing floor. Hopefully maybe he needed this much to pull him out and get you guys out so you won't have to hit the tribulation. Hope y'all make it. Move on. Next. That's how I'm feeling right now. So, I'm sure there's some of you out there who could relate. But yeah. New phase is over. Yeah. I'm done by it. Yeah. This is my way of feeling right now, is just giving my blessings, praying for folks, and I do pray over them. I had another lady. She was in her 40s, and she was obese. She said she didn't smoke, but she was a horrible eater, and she liked her beer. And I was, she's like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened to me. I was like, really? You can't believe it happened to you? Body positivity? Is that what you're trying to think? Yeah, you fell for that shit? And she's like, what do I do? And I looked right at her as I was rolling her to recovery after we took her off the table. I was like, change your life. I looked at her and her husband. I said, change your life. I said, you need to drop at least 75 pounds. Eat right. And her husband's like, well, we're just going to have to do it, honey. I'm like, yeah. If you don't want to end up back here, yeah. And she was just like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to sit there freaking buttering you up. We don't have time for that mess anymore. We just don't. I'm not telling you guys to go out there and be me, do stuff like that. No. I'm not telling anybody to behave the way I behave. Behave however you think is best to deliver the message. I'm just at that point. Do I talk to my own family that way? Yeah, I do. I sure do. They know damn straight. At least I'm not going to lie to you. They know that much. At least I'm not going to lie to you. Because this is how humanity got into the mess it is in the first place. This is how humanity got snowed. This is how humanity, Miss Embracing Light shared with me the new Sports Illustrated cover with this chick. She's beautiful. I'm not saying you can't be gorgeous overweight, but you're not healthy. There's no such thing as healthy every weight. Can you be too skinny and unhealthy? Of course. Heck yeah, I've seen plenty of skinny, unhealthy people with heart problems and, major organ issues. Of course, either extremity. We all know this. But Homo sapiens, they want to hear what they want to hear to make them feel better. Feelings, be all up on your fee-fees all day long. And that's how you get played. That's how Earth humanity got freaking played. Because they got stuck in their fee-fees all day long, their feelings. So, it is what it is. I'm just putting it out there for real. I'm not one of those light workers who's going to sit there talking about rainbows and lollipops and unicorn farts and chakras all day long. Yeah, but let's get real. Let's get freaking real for a minute here. Okay, we don't got time to play anymore because there's going to be freaking death in the streets. Okay, what you guys been seeing has been complete, nothing. Child's play to what we're about to go through, just putting it out there so you guys, as the army of God, go out there and represent, be able to be building while all this craziness, while the pillars of society is falling around you. As you can see, it's so delightful. I find it very delightful. I was having a ball and laughing my ass off because of what the cyborg, as I call him, Elon Musk, is doing right now. And I know it's not really him. I know darn well it's the white hats who are like using him, to do all this, because now it's coming out how it's all bots on Twitter. Well, gee, who didn't know that? Like, oh, Katy Perry doesn't have 2 million followers. Oh, duh. So and I've said this, he's not going to really purchase it. He's going to destroy it. That's why he's there. He's there to call it out, bring it out, and I wouldn't be surprised if 45 doesn't purchase it. Like they go into bankruptcy or something like that, get sued into oblivion. One of the two, something's going to happen. I find it hilarious. I find it absolutely hilarious. It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch the rats get exposed, the roaches. You break open the wall, the roaches scatter. That's what's going on right now with Twitter. You broke open the wall and all the roaches are scattering about. And you're stomping on them as they go. You're spraying the rain. That's what's going on right now with Twitter. It's hilarious. There was another, there was that shooting in New York and Buffalo. And the truth behind it is coming out. It's not washing. The whole manifesto crap, whatever they're trying to push, is not washing. Their lies are just being exposed and exposed and exposed. And there was another shooting. They tried to do a bad shooting in a church in California, I heard earlier today. But these Taiwanese people, they went into the wrong church, right? They got a hold of the sucker and they hogtied him with an electrical cord. I was like, we're not meant to stand by. We're not meant to stand by, okay? We're not meant to stand by like freaking, sheep walking in and getting slaughtered. Sheep to slaughter. No, they got the mofo. They beat the crap out of him and they hogtied him. That's what they did to him with an electrical cord. Okay. Unfortunately, yes, some people got hurt. One person died. Like 3 people got seriously injured. But they got the mofo. They got him. Okay. So we're not meant to sit by and allow the dark ones to come in and slaughter us. No, absolutely not. Absolutely. That day of passivity is over. Like I said, we're of the church of freaking Yeshua flipping tables. All right. There's a time for forgiveness. I forgive your ass, but I'm going to beat your ass. I'm going to hogtie you because I'm not going to let you run around and kill a whole bunch of people in the church. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen. So, yeah, it's time for us to stand up. We have to stand up. We can't just lay down. That's what they want. That's what they've been. Oh, you're supposed to turn the other cheek. Yeah, here's how I turn the other cheek. Wah-pop, wah-pop. That's how I turn the other cheek, okay? That's me turning the other cheek. That's how I'm going to turn it. So, I got to let you bitch smack me like I'm a little punk, okay? So, that to me, that's a true light warrior, okay? Then I'll pray for you. I will pray that your soul gets saved. I'll send you straight to your maker. How about that? Kidding, not kidding. Any which ways. Kidding, not kidding. So what's up? What'd you guys feel during that prayer? Did you receive? How did you feel? What's going on? What's up with that? Oh, deep thoughts through the armor of God. I felt a lot. I'm still like with it was like stuff. I'm trying. My phone is like this big. I'm trying to read and it's going so fast. Felt tingly all over, energy. I do suggest, that energy is going to be mighty strong today and tomorrow still. If you could just go and connect with that energy, that full moon Scorpion energy, go do it, you know? And yes, it was a lot. Like Sunday, yesterday, and Saturday, the weekend, myself and I was speaking to Miss Embracing Light. It was intense. You know, it was the worst thing you could possibly feel not happening or happening, felt like it. Like for me, it was, I'm going to speak my own business, okay? It was that feeling of not uniting with my soulmate, you know? And it was that not uniting with my soulmate, my romantic partner in love and life, not uniting with him fully, and also, you know, being stuck in 3D, which sounds insane. I know that's not going to happen because of who and what I am, but it's still like, don't leave me behind. Don't leave me behind. Especially, you know, going back in it again and God saying, I need you to witness for me. I'm like, I don't want to keep witnessing. You know, I'm tired. Shit. When do I get out of it? You know, when do I? And then I look around me. I'm like, okay, you put me in a place where, you know, I'm making more than enough money to help my loved ones, help support my family in Haiti, and have a beautiful apartment in a beautiful area, and everything I've lost from the flood of the condo in Miami Beach, I've gained back and better. So, you know, thank you, God. But then it's like, yeah, but girl, you got to do me a favor. And yeah, you might get sprayed with blood. Yeah, you know, you might witness some things, but I need you to do this. And I have to be like, you know, yes, because I am God's warrior, you know? So it's like, I do want to, I want to be over the dark shit, you know, that I have to do, and just be 100% on the building. And I'm hoping, you know, it has to be, this is 2022, the time to start building. And yes, I know I'm in a pocket of heaven. God knows it is. I just walk outside of my apartment, or I'm in my apartment. I know, you know, there's people who would give their left arm to be where I am. But it's just like, this is not my idea of heaven. This is not my highest and best. And I know that that's how a lot of you are feeling right now. You know you're being kept, you know? But you know what your pocket of heaven looks like. I know what my pocket of heaven looks like. I know who I'd like to be in my pocket of heaven. I ain't there yet, you know? But I'm surely in no tribulation. I'm surely not on any threshing floor. But, you know, there's still some work to do. You know, but these next 6 months, especially with this full moon in Scorpio, with the eclipse, this full lunar eclipse, it was like, just ripping that stuff out, like putting it in my face, literally. And today was no different. Today was intense at work, when I felt like I died a million deaths at work today. I felt like I died a million deaths. It was so crazy. I can't even talk about it right now. It was just so intense for me at work, because I was just like, oh my God, I'm surrounded by normies. Like, am I going to be devoured by them? Am I going to be stuck here and they're going to realize who and what I am? Am I going to be one ally I have at this place? You know? So that's what I was going through at work today. You know, it was like total crazy panic. I felt like I died a million deaths. You know, I came home and had to have half a glass of wine and just laid there until I was like, okay, it's time for me to get up. And I ate a whole bunch of cheese. You know? I was like, I don't know why I had to do that. But I was like, my God, I just so needed to get through that my deepest, darkest fears. But that's Scorpio. You know, the death of you, man. It's just, Scorpio digs down deep. It's scooping down the deepest and the darkest to throw out of you for you to realize it. And it's tough. It is rough as all heck. So, you know, I know I'm telling you guys to bring on the energy and open yourself to it. Ava with the cheese. I don't appreciate that, ma'am. You throwing my vice in my face. No, it's my vice. I haven't had a piece of cheese in months. God knows how long. So, and I'm telling you to go out and deal with this, but it's what's going to get you to the other side. It's what's going to get you to the other side. Wow, I've been rambling on for an hour now. I'll see if I could take a question. If I could read it. Good night. Oh, geez. Wow, I'm having a hard time. You're welcome. You're welcome, everyone. Yes, and please hit the like button. That'd be really cool. And if you need this prayer again, if you need these oh, woo! I just had the high pitched sound coming into my right ear. If you guys feel like you need this prayer again, you can come back and watch the video again and receive it, you know? Feel free to receive that energy again, you know? It's there for you. And yeah, that's it. What's that? I'm trying to read it. Is it a good idea to start a business during these times? Wow, honey, it's completely up to you. If you here, I mean, honestly, if I was guided to start my business at this time, I would, only because I trust in the process. You have to trust in the process. Don't try to force anything. Okay? Because I know what business I'm supposed to do. And I say, okay, God, give me the money, the people, and the resources to do it. But ow, now my left is hurting like heck. Dang. So as it comes along, you could start the process as you're guided to, you know. Don't try to force or push anything too hard. You know, don't try to make something happen. Look for divine guidance. That's the number one thing. Look for divine guidance. Okay, what does this say? Do you see the UN troops coming? Or is it coming in, QV? Did I just, what? Curious? Oh, you're just curious. The UN troops coming in. They're gonna try. Again, the way I saw it was they're not gonna come be like UN troops on their helmets. It's infiltration from within. That's why they're having all that illegal immigration coming in. It's to have their soldiers coming in. Those dark times are going to happen in 2023. I mean, it's going to start at the end of 2022. It is. It's going to start the end of 2022. But it's 2023 and 2024 that we're going to have like bloody battles, boots on the ground sort of thing going on. Question, please. Someone say that Mercury retrograde is an optical illusion. It is true. Quote unquote, it is an optical illusion, but it's the energy we're concerned about. It looks like it's going, any planet retrograding looks like it's going backwards, but it's the energy that's pulling you back to review, to do things, whatever, things coming back from the past. Read up on retrogrades. It's not just about an optical illusion. It is the energy that goes with that. Oh, let me see if I can. When are people going to start passing big time? The end of this year, October, November. That's when it's really going to start. But in actuality, it is ratcheting up. It has been since 2022 started. The death tolls. It has been. It's just not in the news. If you work in the medical industry or insurance industry, look it up. There are charts out there and graphs. It is going on, especially for younger people. I remember you saying 2026 would end the tribulation. Is that timetable? I don't recall saying 2026. I remember saying 2025 was the end of the tribulation. That's what I remember saying. I don't remember saying 2026. Are you opposed to having sexual relations with the vaxxed? And you want to hear something funny? Jordan, I was actually thinking of that today. I was like, what would happen if somebody vaxxed, if that was my soulmate and he was vaxxed and he had to get vaxxed? Like my older sister, she got vaxxed, even though she tried everything to get out of it. You know, she tried to get her priest to write her a letter. She already had the Rona, and she went and got her doctor to do the titers. She was immune, and they still wouldn't accept it. And she was actually suspended, and she gave in it because she has 5 kids plus 1, a foster kid, so 6 kids. The youngest being 12. So she has 6 kids, my older sister. So she was like, she was very upset. But she refused to get the mRNA ones, and so she got the J&J one. And I was shown, and I prayed and said, don't worry, she's not going to get the poisonous shot. So I prayed on her and everything, and she prayed with me. And as my friend says, my Jamaican friend says, oh, she got the sugar water. Hopefully my sister got the sugar water. That, and I put her on my regimen. You know, I made sure she took the C60. She already had it on hand. So, and I prayed, and you know, my daughter was posing with her stinking mask, a double mask actually, and her vax card. And I prayed that she got the sugar water, you know, so I would have to see why that person got it and what effects, you know, I would have to scan him big time and be like, why'd you get it? You know, how many did you get? You know, did you go on this regimen? You know, that's how I feel about it. I'm like, yeah, you know, because they could have gotten the sugar water. Because the way it was shown to me from the beginning of it, that only a quarter of humanity, of all people who took it, got the poisonous shot. Only a quarter of the people got the poisonous shot. And you could have not gotten the poisonous shot the first time. All my chats disappeared. Oh, here you go. Now here are my chats now. They came back. They were gone for a while. Okay, here they go. Now my chats are back. So only a quarter of people got the poisonous stick in the arm. But the more you get, like the ones who are up to the quadruple, the more likely you are to be taken out by it. Let's put it that way. So that's what I gotta say about that. Anything else? I'm getting super tired, and it's already 9:30, and I have to be up and go to work tomorrow. Ugh. They're reducing their chances more as they line up for, yeah, Sam. Hi, Sam, by the way. Yeah, the more they get, you know, the more it's like, it's Russian roulette. What can I say? It's Russian roulette. That's basically what they're doing. The more, you know, sticks in the arm they get, the higher their chances of getting, you know, the poisonous one. That's what's going on. You know, and it shocked me when I went to work at this facility where I am right now, and I met so many people who didn't get it, none at all. And they're like, oh, me, hell no. You know, I was like, you know, And they're normies. They're not light workers. They're not star seeds. You know, a couple of them are anons, but they're like, no, we found a way. So there is a way out if you really, really want. I got my son off. I got myself off. You know, I got plenty of people off. So if you really want it, you can't find a way out of it. You know, my sister, I think she gave up too soon. She panicked. You know, I will not panic. I will not bend. But that happens. But, you know, God willing, she got sugar water. So I'm exhausted, guys. It's 9:30 at night. I have to get up like at 4 o'clock in the morning. I do have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Let me see. What about the PCR test? I heard it contains a lot of this. Yeah. We all know this. We talk about it. I've spoken to the people who work in lab in a facility, and I went straight up to the lab person, the lab director, and yeah, the people getting nosebleeds from it, horrible migraines after getting it. And they say, oh, it's because you did it wrong. And then one of the lab chicks like, no, it's very carcinogenic. What's on that Q-tip? So again, yeah, they're poisoning people with that freaking test. They are. So any which ways, thank you guys for this time. Will the vax become zombies? Why do you keep asking that crazy zombie question? I don't know what you mean by that with the whole zombie thing. Stop. There's no such thing as brain eating zombies. That's not, I mean, zombies, maybe you're meaning, maybe, you know, because they do have those nanites in them and stuff like that. That's what you mean? That they're going to be easily controlled? Yeah, mind control, yes. Yes. The ones that aren't taken out by it, yes, they'll be mind controlled. You know, when you say zombies, I'm thinking, you know, what is it? The zombie apocalypse crap. That's garbage. Mind controlled, yeah, they'll be mind controlled, all right. Some of them. Any which ways, thank you guys for being here, and I hope this is helpful to you. Take it, bless others, do your best with it, don't squander it, right? Much love, sugar out there to you guys. Have a great night. Peace. All right? Thumbs up. All right? Bye.